Ini sudah hadir Bapak Samsul Bahri, Pak Abil, Pak Asis, Pak Hendri. Silakan Dr. Ana dibuka.
Terima kasih Bapak. Selamat sore. Ketemu lagi di acara Intellectual Exercise dengan Bapak Bambang Tri Cahyono. Hari ini materi kita apa Bapak?
Jadi ini ada pembukaan pembukaan program dokter. Ini sebentar lagi Prof. Elina mau hadir. Tadi beliau sudah menyanggupkan diri untuk hadir untuk memberi penjelasan mengenai 4 mata kuliah. Jadi kita sudah rapat tadi siang ya. 4 mata kuliah itu ganti-ganti. Hari Senin ini Prof. Elina, Senin depan saya. Keempat mata kuliah itu adalah yang Prof. Elina ampu ya, itu adalah riset metodologi dan strategic management. Itu Prof. Kalau saya, karena kami berdua ini tujuannya adalah untuk mengantar saudara menulis disertasi. Karena selama setahun ya, ini kebanyakan mintanya, Pak, saya mau lulus 1 tahun. Nah, boleh-boleh saja, tapi apa saudara mampu? Ya. Jadi outputnya ini ada 3. Yang pertama mengumpulkan bibliografi ya, mengumpulkan artikel ya, 90 artikel. Yang kedua adalah menulis proposal bab 1, 2, 3, dan yang ketiga adalah ujian akhir, itu yang diuji adalah bab 4 dan bab 5 disertasi. Ya, dari 20 peserta itu sekitar 13 itu mengambil DPA, yang 5 mengambil nursing ya, kemudian yang 3 itu mengambil pendidikan, yang 1 mengambil kepariwisataan ya. Jadi ada 20, tadi ada tambahan 1, 21. Hari ini adalah kuliah yang tadi pembukaannya Prof. Elina ini sebentar lagi mungkin hadir. Yang kedua adalah penjelasan. Yang ketiga adalah kita memulai kuliah. Tadi sudah saya bagikan bahannya ya, yaitu saya menggabungkan riset, menggabungkan statistik dan applied marketing. Jadi tidak ada advance marketing, yang ada adalah applied marketing, karena nanti topik-topik disertasinya yang boleh, karena kepakaran saya ada di marketing, maka saya akan menjelaskan banyak mengenai disertasi di bidang marketing. Nah, ini mengapa kalau digabungkan? Sebetulnya tidak digabungkan, karena mata kuliah kita ini berlaku juga untuk manajemen pendidikan ya. Yang kedua berlaku untuk kepariwisataan dan untuk nursing, karena mata kuliah metodologi itu sama. Cuma bidangnya berbeda-beda, tapi nanti dari PWU juga akan mengirimkan dosen-dosen dari nursing. Itu pasti itu. Kemudian perlu kita ketahui bahwa program S3 kita itu RPL, saudara. Rekognisi pembelajaran lalu. Artinya saudara harus linear itu. Nursing itu saudara kalau ambil dokter nursing, saudara S2-nya harus nursing. Karena kita terhambat oleh offline dan online. Kalau offline, 100% offline itu sebetulnya saudara akan kuliah di Filipina, tapi kuliah di Filipina itu pertama biayanya mahal, kedua tidak efektif dan tidak efisien. Ya, karena bisa saja kuliah kita online ini kualitasnya lebih baik daripada kita ke sana. Karena kalau ke sana itu yang dipikir makan di mana, ya kan? Terus ke sekolahnya naik apa, jadi rabiek sekali itu. Kemarin kita hampir sebulan di sana itu tiap hari itu ngurusnya makan pagi, terus bertengkarnya soal makanan siapa yang bagian masak hari ini. Jadi bukan belajar dokter tapi malah belajar masak di sana. Jadi percayalah bahwa kita mencari jalan yang terbaik. Oke, Prof. Helena Yang, it is already come. Please, Prof. Helena Yang, welcome to you. I will let you opening the ceremony for this afternoon. Please, Professor Helena Yang.
It's a Christmas tree.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. I am Dr. Yang. I come from Philippine Women's University. I am now the Chancellor of and the Vice President for Academic Affairs of Philippine Women's University. At the moment, we have 48 masteral programs and 6 doctoral programs. So one of our doctoral programs is actually Doctor of Business Administration. Okay. Now, the university is old. It is 105 years old. 105. Okay. So we're trying to do some changes with the building because it's already an old university. It is privately owned. It is owned by the owners. It's not government. It's not public. Okay. So what else do I have to tell you? Our program is accredited by the government. So we have accreditation. The first accreditation is by the government. So we are accredited by the government. In the Philippines, you have, for the government, you have 2 types of accreditation. The first one is autonomous, which is rank 1. And the second is deregulated, that is rank 2. And then no more. So there are about 2,500 universities in the entire Philippines. And there are just about 800, there are about 80 that are accredited by the Commission on Higher Education. So from the Philippine, we call it Commission on Higher Education, or we call it CHED. So we belong to the rank 2, which is deregulation. So in terms of government accreditation, we are accredited. Okay. Now, in terms of, aside from government accreditation, we have certain organizations that will accredit us. Certain organizations. We call them private organizations. So at the moment, we have 5 accrediting agencies aside from the government. So we have an accrediting agency for Christian schools. I think you know Christian schools, no? Okay, so we have 1 accreditation for that. Our second accreditation is for public universities, those that are government. That's the second one. The third one is the accreditation for local government. Those are in the cities. So the state is run by the government. The city is run by the local government. Okay, so that's the third one. The fourth and the fifth one are accrediting agencies that accredit the private sector. Because in the Philippines, generally, I'm not saying all, generally, those with high standards are privately run. Unlike in other countries, like in China, those that are run by the government have very high standards. In the Philippines, those with high standards are those privately run. Okay. Now, PWU is accredited by by the remaining two agencies. So we're accredited by what we call PAASCU. And the second one is we're accredited by PACOCOA. So we have two accrediting agencies. For our different programs, there are programs that are accredited by PAASCU, okay, of which I am an accreditor, I am an assessor, okay. And of course, we are also accredited by PACOCOA, okay. So we are 105 years, but since the time I joined the university, I've been working so hard for accreditation, okay? And I am happy to tell you, when you ask for accreditation, our accreditations are level 1, okay? The first one will be candidate status. So candidate status means you're applying. So you have no level. Okay, you are just a candidate status. For some, it takes a long time to become level 1. Okay, so the next one will be level 1. Level 1 means you are already accredited. And then you move higher after 5 years. Then you can apply for level 2. And for level 2, that's the next level for accreditation. And then after, if you comply with their accreditation requirements, then you can apply for level 3. So level 3 is one of the more difficult accreditation level. Okay. Then if you are really so good, then you can try to apply for level 4. But level 4 is not ordinary. It is very difficult to get the level 4. Okay. So normally our accreditation level is only 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now, last May, I underwent accreditation of 4 programs. I applied for nutrition. We have a nutrition program. I applied for level 3. And then for food technology, hospitality, where you have tourism, you have hotel and restaurant management, and then business. I applied for level 4. And 3 weeks ago, we got the confirmation that we got level 4. So we are very happy that we have 3 programs now that are level 4. So actually, we need to celebrate because it is so difficult to get level 4. Okay. So, okay. Last September, end of September, we had 7 programs accredited. So we filed for accreditation for our communication arts, our psychology, our medical technology, our pharmacy, our fine arts, our tourism, and our nursing. Okay. So we do not know the results yet. Because you know the accreditation in the Philippines takes months. You cannot get immediately the accreditation. Okay. Okay. Somebody was asking, Noryahati, what is the? Let me answer your question. What is the equalization level for Stanford? Okay, when you get level 4, that means that your program is very good. Your program is very good. So it's not, normally most schools and universities, they only apply up to level 3. But with level 4, we included things like linkages. Okay, we also included community, helping the community. Okay, we also included career placement, placing our students to get their jobs. What else did I do there? And then, of course, quality assurance. So it is more, and our library, of course, our library. So it is more what? It is more challenging. And that's why many schools, they just want to apply up to level 3. That's all. Okay. Now, the Philippines is a member of, follows what we call the Philippine Qualification Framework, which is aligned to the ASEAN Qualification Framework. So like Indonesia also you have your Indonesian Qualification Framework. Now, if a student is enrolled in the master's degree, then our master's degree is aligned to the level 7 of the ASEAN Qualification Framework. What's the meaning of that? When you have a master's degree, okay, that particular degree is respected by all the countries in Asia. So that is what you call the ASEAN, okay, let me repeat, ASEAN Qualifications Framework. So if it is a master's degree in the Philippines, it should be recognized in Malaysia, should be recognized in China. So that is what we're following. And I think Indonesia is also following that. Okay, you're following that because you are also a member and you follow the ASEAN Qualifications Framework. So the Indonesia, you have your Indonesian Qualifications Framework and you are aligned to the ASEAN Qualification Framework. Okay, all countries are supposed to do that. So when you are now enrolled in the doctoral program, okay, doctoral program. In the doctoral program, we are level 8. We are level 8 in the ASEAN Qualifications Framework. Okay, so you are level 8, the same as in the Philippines and in Indonesia and in Singapore and in Taiwan and so on. So are there any questions? Okay. Now, if you ask for equalization, I'm not so sure what you mean by it. When you say, is it recognized? I want to believe that it is recognized. I want to believe that it is recognized because we all follow the same framework. Do you get it? Okay, Jeffrey, you have any question? Yulianto, you have any question, Jeffrey, because you're raising your hand? No? Okay, anybody, you can just raise your hand or you can just ask a question, I will answer you. Because I do not want you to start a program that you do not know. Okay, next question. In our doctoral program, are we now going to require you to have publication, right? Publication. Now, okay, so far, those who graduated with me, I did not apply it yet. I did not apply it yet. So I gave them a memo that up to this point, we are not applying it. Okay, however, this second term, because we start our second term the 3rd week of November. Okay, so I am now conducting, for those who are educators, I am now conducting what you call curriculum review. Yes, curriculum review. Now, in our CHED, they want us to change our subjects. So what is the meaning of that? For example, as per our, let's say you want to get DBA and you want to get, let's say, production management. I think you know what's production management, right? If you get that already in the undergrad, I think in the tertiary, in the college degree, you study already production management, right? And then when you take your master's degree, you again study production management. Now, our Commission on Higher Education does not want us to still offer the same. They do not like us to offer the same. So now I am changing the curriculum. I sat down with my deans. We have 6 doctoral programs, so I sat down with my deans and we did some innovation for our doctoral program. Now, I really do not know how, whether you want to still belong to the old curriculum or our new curriculum will be implemented next school year, 2023-2024. However, we will now expect you to make your publication. We will help you publish your paper. It can be an article, it can be It can be something for a journal. Okay. Now question, is it Scopus ISI index? Okay, at the moment, not yet. We are working hard because we have actually 5 journals in the Philippines at PWU. We have 5 journals, but we are still applying for Scopus. So I will not say we are Scopus index yet. No, we are still working hard because it's hard to be accredited. Am I right? Sulfi, you know that it's hard to be Scopus or ISI index. But we will require you to present we will help you publish. You can publish it in our journal, our PWU journal. We will publish that. I promise our graduates, when I have time, I will publish the 8 or 9 students who graduated last graduation. When I have time, I'll just budget my time and I will work such that I will have them publish. Okay. Now, in terms of research and publication, it is better that there are at least 2 authors, or if we want, we can have 3 authors, but probably not more than 3 authors. The more you have a combination of international authors, the better it is. Okay. So, are there any questions? 3, you have any question? Okay. Let me look at the chat box. Okay, the number 2 question. Thinking about publication, does PWU support us for e-journal access? Of course. Of course. Many of our, yes, we will give you an access and you can access the journals there. We pay 750,000. I do not know how much that is in rupiah. Maybe that's about 15 million. Every year we pay 15 million.
Times 300. Yeah.
Yeah. So I do not know. How much is that? Is it 15 million? 750,000 pesos. Now they increase it to 800,000 pesos. So that means 16 million in rupiah. So am I right, Dr. B?
Not 60, but just only to how much in peso?
800,000.
800 times 300 is 2.4, yeah, 2.4 million.
No, I don't think so, Dr.
240,000. 240,000 rupiah.
800,000.
No, my dear. No, Dr. B. 800,000 pesos.
800,000. So equal to
pesos. You multiply by 200.
Yes.
214
million rupiah.
Yeah, 160. Make it 160 only. Yeah, 160 million. That's how expensive it is, ECO.
Yeah.
Did you compute for it?
Yeah, I compute. So if let's say you are saying
Yeah.
800,000 pesos. It is
Yeah.
equal to, with current rate today, is 214 million
Yeah.
rupiah. Oh,
Yeah,
very
I
high.
said only 160 million,
Six.
but
Okay.
now you say 240. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very
214.
expensive, but because we have foreign students with us, there we have foreign students enrolled at PWU. We have students from Saudi, from Dubai. We have students from Qatar, from Guam, from China. So we really need to, even if it is, they increase their fees. Before it was only 750,000. Now they make it more than 800,000. So, but that is our service to the access to the e-journal. So are we okay with that, Nurhati? Are you happy with it? How can we access? We will have what you call our student orientation. We will tell you our graduate orientation, and you can listen to our graduate school orientation. We do that 3 times a year. So maybe this November, probably first week of December or second week of December, we will have our orientation. And we will tell the graduate students, everything that they want to ask. Okay, any question? Maybe in the chat box, if you want to ask questions about it. Yeah, thank you, Nurhati. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me see another chat box. Okay. Okay. Our goal here, of course, generally, some people will ask me, Dr. Yang, how long will it take you to finish a doctoral program? Yeah. So again, the academic course, we can easily finish that. But the problem really is in the writing of the dissertation. Okay, because some, okay, when they give the dissertation, they cannot even, you really have to work hard to make it more scholarly. Our dissertation. We have to make it scholarly. It's not something that you just write and then, because, the panelists will expect us to be scholarly so that we can publish it. Right? Our goal now is to have all Indonesian papers published. Okay, another question for Nurhati. Do we, as the author, do we have a published, wait, let me look at, another question. As the author, do we have to publish as PWU home base? Would it be possible for dual home base? I think so. Okay. Not unless, there are restrictions. But again, we will ask the student whether the student wants to publish it at PWU or wants to publish it elsewhere. We do not know, because some publications, they allow only one. Am I right? Nurhati, do you? Yeah, some
Oh,
publications.
sorry,
Yeah.
can I interrupt or something? No, usually the author were recognized as a original, what is it called? Original home base. Let's say PhD in VW, but also it could be belongs to the other university. Can we attach for the dual home base like that?
I don't get you, Nurhati. Can you speak louder?
Oh, okay. Looks like I have some trouble in responding, so can I write down into the chat question? Okay.
Yeah, okay. Now, normally, for example, the advisor becomes a co-author, a second author. Okay, normally the advisor, if you're writing a research, a dissertation or an advisor, the advisor becomes a co-author, a second author. but the primary author is the student. Did I answer you, Nurhati? Now, if you ask me now, where will I publish my paper? Let's say, Nurhati, you want now to find out. It is up to you. Do you want to publish it at PWU or you want to publish it elsewhere? Okay, if you want to, there are some publication that will not allow publication into journals. I think you know that. So again, it is your choice. If you will allow us to
I thought it's
publish
all
as
about. Okay, thank you. No, it's all about the home base. So if I publish something about the article, will be recognize me as the author belongs to the other, I
Of
mean to
course.
the VW and also
Nurhati.
belongs to the other universities. Should be okay?
Nurhati, that belongs to you. You wrote it. How come nobody will
Mhm.
recognize it? It belongs to you, so you own the paper.
No, it's recognized as the home base.
Yeah, because that's your paper. But usually, what we do now is the advisor becomes a second author.
Yeah, I'm not questioning about the
Advisor,
second author.
the one who
It's all
helped
about
you.
the recognizing.
Oh, the second author will be your advisor. But does it belong to you? Yes, because you are the first author. The advisor cannot be the first author. The student should be the first author. Yeah, okay.
I think Miss
I don't get
Nurhayati
it, Dr. D.
asking like this: if the author is Dr. Nurhayati, and then below the name, can we write PWU under?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, yes. For
Yes.
example, I write a paper, and then my name under Bambang Tricahyono. Can I write the name of Philippine Women University?
Oh, yes, because you're a graduate. Only
Yes.
that, please inform us so we know. Of course. Of
Yes,
course.
yes. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
of course.
Yeah.
There are
Hello?
many. Yes.
Sorry, I can continue what to Professor Bambang said before. So when I publish for something, I belong to PW University, and then also I attach, since I'm the university, is it okay for you? I mean for PW by ethic or something? Because I work in another university, so that's why
Sorry, I just
it's
cannot
part
get
of
it.
my.
You can expand.
Yeah. Yeah, I explain myself for the two home base. Would it be okay?
Yes, it is okay, but your university maybe you want to get the professorship from your university or from PWU,
No.
because
It's not.
I am still in the position of going to the professorship, for example. So all of my article must be under one university who I will get the professorship.
It's not alone. Anyway.
Actually, I don't, because I really don't know the uniqueness of your accreditation, because in the Philippines, we do not have that. We just get accredited by the university, whether you become lecturer, assistant professor, associate, or full professor. That's how it is in our university. But the government has nothing to do with it. So if I go to another university, I apply again, and maybe I am full professor in one university, maybe I am only associate professor in another university. That is in the Philippines. So ours is different from yours.
I think the same professorship in Indonesia is starting from assistant professor and then associate professor and then a full professor. The same. So I myself have two professorship. The first is adjunct professor from PWU. The second is assistant professor from the government of Indonesia. Something like that.
I don't know, Nurhati, whether I'm able to answer you. Nuryahati, so sorry. If you can again speak louder. When you say, I was looking at your question. As the author, do we have to publish a PWU home base? If you are, yes, you have to publish, but it's up to you where you want to publish. Let's say you take your doctoral with us. We need you to publish. Where, we do not know. Where you want to publish, as long as you have to publish it. If you want to publish it in your university, it's up to you. As long as we know that you publish it. Because that will be our requirement in the doctoral program. Our requirement does not say where you publish it, as long as we get the information, the legal information that it was published. Then we will, you would have complied with the requirement.
Dr. Felina, question.
Yes, question. Yes,
Okay, good afternoon, Echo here.
yes, Echo. Yeah, Echo.
Nice meeting you again online here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pak Bambang. Nice
Yeah.
to meet you. Nice to meet you, everybody here. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Actually, for this program, I take this DBA, and I think beginning of this year and last year, I published international journal, but during my master time.
Yeah.
So is it will be recognized by, let's say, this program, or I make a new one, something
Yeah,
like
you have to make a new one, Echo. Oh, because you're
that? Okay,
not the old one, Echo.
okay, no problem. Okay, thank you. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope. Okay, somebody. How about Hendra? Do you want to ask a question, Hendra? You have any question?
Hi,
Not yet, Professor.
Mr. Feleni.
Not yet.
Yeah. Okay, how about Archie? You want to ask a question? No, Archie?
Oh,
Not
Professor.
yet, Mr. Feleni.
Not yet. Not yet. Maybe later.
Not yet. Okay, not yet. Okay. Miss Wawat, you look very young. Taking a doctoral degree already? Oh, that's
Yes,
good.
Prof.
Yeah,
My name is Wat Srinawati.
yeah.
May I ask you about Philippine Human University?
Okay.
Is that about a journal? Maybe just one author, not belong to another university too, right? And I want to ask you about 90 journals. 90 journal I must write start from October in 2022, or before 2022 I write against that about my journals, or what, or how to I put that about 90 journals.
You already finished 90 journals? You wrote already?
Not
90?
yet, not yet.
No,
Maybe
okay.
just 2020 until 30
No, okay.
from journal and from proceeding, or yes, from journal and from proceeding.
Okay. No, it's like this. Okay, because I wanted to make it easier for students to finish their doctoral program. What I did was to require our students to read related literature, to read, to review related literature and studies. Now, what I told the students was, in all doctoral programs at PWU, actually I'm the only one doing that. I invented it. Okay, as part of the comprehensive exam, I require our students to already work on chapter 2 of their study. So if you're a doctoral program, you will have 90 journals that you will edit. But my recommendation is you choose already a topic for your dissertation. And therefore, you can start writing your dissertation, chapter 2. But again, my recommendation is you choose already a advisor to help you, so that you will not waste the, we call it annotated bibliography. Okay, we call it 90 annotated bibliography. And that is when you have our orientation, then you can hear what it means, because I'm the one lecturing on that. I lecture about the 90 annotated bibliography. For masteral, we only require 45. But the 90 will be dependent on how many topics you want to read. You know, annotated bibliography is simply summarizing or paraphrasing the journal and then writing what you think about the content. It's just that. But that is actually chapter 2 of a doctoral paper. So it's not hard actually if you start doing that. So when you say 90, oh, that's not too many when we have how many years to work on it. So many of my students are very happy. Dr. Yang in the entire Philippines is the only one doing it. I do not know if others copy my requirement, but I'm the only one who invented it. So only at PWU. Yeah. Okay. Wawat, are you okay with it?
Yes, thank you, Prof.
You will learn that when we have our graduation, rather our graduate orientation. I will inform you, please to attend. It is on a Saturday. I do not know what date, but it's on a Saturday. It starts at 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. And then
Okay.
you can see your access to e-journals. It's all there. So it
Okay.
will guide you.
I must choose my journals qualified because my journal, especially for language and education, that's about linguistic and education. So it's doctoral. Of course, that's about education in management, right?
Yeah, yes, that's right. So anyways, people will help you, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
so
you,
any
Prof.
more? Yeah, I hope I answered your question. How about Sulfi? You have any questions, Sulfi? I see you listening so intensely. I think you have questions, Sulfi. What is your question?
Yes, ma'am. I think my question is, what kind of journal we have to publish? I think is that Scopus Q1, Q2, or Q3, or Q4 maybe? And how many article or paper? we
Oh,
have
just
to publish?
one.
Oh, just one.
Yeah, just one. Why are you so affected? Just one.
Thank you. That's all, ma'am. Thank you.
Satu.
Satu,
Only
hanya
one.
satu. Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
Yes.
only one.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, and we will help you actually.
Okay.
Huh? Help you
I'm
for
very
that.
grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, only one. Yeah, only one. Okay, any more questions? Nura Hati, you still have any question? Or no more?
Yeah, actually, yes. Can I share
Yeah,
a slide
ask
or something?
question
That's
while
relevant
I'm
to my
still
previous
around.
question, actually. Okay, thank you. So here you go. This is something I asked to you before. So when it comes to this author, and you see the alphabet D and E, this guys is belong to two home base, D and E. So is it allowed for fulfillment in PW
This
University?
one is an article where you have so many. I think these are a group of students who made their experiment, no?
No. Just
On food
concentrate
chemistry.
into the
So
alphabet
one,
D and E. Claudio Meneses as the author. This guy is belong into two home base, into dual home base. Would it be allowed if I recognize in the nearest time and publishing into the journal, certain journal, and I use dual home base.
Let me see. When you say A, Noryahati, what do you mean by A here? Your university, right?
Yes, my home base university and then VWU University.
Yeah, you know what? Again, I tell you, when you publish, right? It will depend on the journal. For example, here, Elsevier. If Elsevier allows that, then you can do it. But some journals
Okay.
do not want. That's why my answer is depends on the journal whether they're allowing it or not. Yeah.
So VWU University itself, VW.
Yeah,
it allowed
at the
for us?
moment we allow. At the moment we allow.
Oh, okay. That's
Oo.
perfect.
Ha?
Okay. It's quite safe
Noryahati.
for me because
Yeah,
uh-huh.
yes.
I'm
We have
thinking of-
not come out with a statement that we will not allow. That's why remember I said there are some journals that will not allow. And then there are some journals that will allow.
Okay.
PWU,
Mhm.
we are allowing. We have no policy still on that.
Okay.
Huh?
That's perfect. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Yeah, very good.
So,
Okay. I hope I answered your question. No? Okay. Dr. Orba, you have any question?
Not yet, Prof.
You have any question, Dr. Orba?
Not yet, Prof. Thank you. No, thanks.
Okay. Yeah, thank you also. Yeah. Okay, what else? So if there are no more questions, can I give already the chair to Dr. B and
We have to give the information of how the this semester will be managed between you and me.
okay, we will have four subjects to be enrolled. First one is research. Second one is strategic management. We can have that. And then we have statistics and marketing. I will take over research because anyway, I'm the one helping the students. So I noticed that it was so hard for me mentoring the students when they have the research. Okay. So I'll be discussing the research part and strategic management. Although I know you're all already experts in that field, you know, those are the subjects that we have at the moment. Okay. And then Dr. B will be discussing stat and marketing. So the term, our second term starts the third week of November and it will end last week of February. Okay. The third term will start March and it will end July. July or end of, yeah, early July or end of June, something like that.
Yes, yes.
So in 1 year, we have 3 terms. 1 year, we have 3 terms. So the students are enrolled 3 times a year. So if you have 3 years times 1 year, you have 12 units, 12 units, 12 units, then you have 36 units. The academic course is 48 units. Okay, academic course is 48. So that means the academic will be 4 terms. And then, which is 1 year and 1 term. And then the dissertation writing is another 12 units. So we have a total of 60 units. Okay, so again, sometimes it is the dissertation writing that takes longer to write. Maybe because the students are so busy, you know, especially at that time because of the COVID and so on, People were not motivated to do it and so on. Okay. Now, in terms of your student visa, okay, because at the moment we are still virtual. All our graduate classes are virtual. Okay, though we are now, so like this coming month, I think, or next month, we're now going to Guam to see our students there. And that is our PhD in education. So we are now moving and going face-to-face now. But still, the requirement for international student will be, there are some countries that will require for a student visa. There are some countries. Now, if your country requires a student visa, then you can come to the Philippines, and sometimes it takes a little longer to process the student visa. And then you can go back again to Indonesia. The student visa is good for 1 year. So, but the beautiful thing about it is when you have it stamped in your passport and you're able to get the I-card, then that means that you're valid. So I gave a memo as the chancellor of the university. I gave a memo to all my deans requiring the international students to apply for a student visa. So the question is, why are you requiring? Because it's not for PWU, but because it is for the Ministry of Education of China. When you go into, like in Indonesia, you call it equalization. So it is up to you, because Indonesian Ministry of Education require you to have a student visa. Or in China, at the moment, they still do not require. But I told them in the future it might be required, so that if you're asked for authentication, then you already have a student visa. So far in China, PWU is all graduates of PWU are authenticated. There is no problem. We don't have any problem in China, because we do it the right way and so on. Although there are Philippine universities already blacklisted in China, but I make sure that PWU is not, blacklisted in China. But nevertheless, even if they recognize PWU, I want to make sure that we will continue to make our Chinese students happy. So some of our Chinese students are coming to the Philippines, have their student visa fixed, although I know they are all very busy teaching also or working. So I do not know with the Ministry of Education in Indonesia. I know the last time we had about, I think 7 or 8 Indonesians who came to the Philippines, and we also fixed their student visa before they graduated. So because we do not know the requirements of the different countries. Okay, so again, it's up to you. I gave a memo such that, you take time, you come to the Philippines, we fix your visa, because now everybody's talking about quality education. Everybody's talking about especially professors, teachers, for example, is this teacher really good? Because, many, and this is what I always tell the students, it's not enough to get a PhD or a DBA. And that is what I told the Indonesians when they went home, because they were so happy with their doctoral degree, their DBA. And they were thanking me very, very profusely. They were so happy, they were thanking me. And the only thing I said to them, to our graduates who went back to Indonesia, was, when you get a PhD, you have to think like a doctor. You have to speak like a doctor, and you have to act like a doctor. So why? Because the degree is useless if you're not good? Because we are all the same now. You are called Dr. B, you're called Dr. what? Dr. Agus, you're called Dr. Yang. But what will make us different? The one that will make us different is, how good are you? It's not only the degree, it's how you speak, it's how you think, it's how you handle yourself. And that is now what we are now, because we are all in Asia. And I think we get exposed to American, system of education, and so on. And of course, European system of education. And I think the bottom line is, how good are you? So when we get a PhD, okay, a doctoral degree, it is, our way of thinking. And that is, when I have my graduates, that is what I expect them to do, that they have to develop themselves. So getting the degree is not the only thing that matters. Acting like one, being respected for what you know, that's the most important thing. It's not the degree. Of course, that when you get the degree, your salary will increase and so on. But it's nothing for a PhD unless people respect you, Do people respect you really? Are you really that good? And that is always my question. And even in our graduates. So we pursue a degree to help us get promoted in our career. But at the same time, it's more of, I'm a doctor because, there are many things that I know. And I continue to do research. Even with me now, I don't stop doing research. I continue to do research. Currently now, I'm doing again a research. Okay. And I think when I went there, I talked about career success and so on. And I am finishing I am trying to finish the research. Okay. So in other words, I welcome you. If you want to join PWU, then I most welcome you. But again, I cannot say I am better than you. Okay, we're all the same. Let us exchange our thoughts. I know you're all have your positions in the different universities and schools. You're all very successful. But I think it is more of creating a group of people who can discuss seriously, and we can do something about education. I think it's more of that. So yeah, I welcome you. And if you want to join PWU, then I'll be more than happy to help you. So I think it's more of that. And if you have any question, you can always text in the messenger, rather in our WhatsApp application, and I'll be able to answer you. Sometimes I may be a little busy, but I will answer you. Just be more patient with me. Yeah. So sometimes I am not able to answer the messages because of so much work. Okay, with that, I want to thank everybody. I welcome you. I will be coordinating with Dr. B as to your plans. Yeah. And if ever I have classes, I'll follow your schedule on a Monday, which is 3:30 in Jakarta. Okay?
Yes,
So
thank
please,
you.
if I have classes, please don't be absent. That's my first requirement. I know you're all
Yes.
very busy, but please be around. Okay. So with that, I'd like to say thank you very much. Yeah. No more questions?
No. Thank you,
No more?
Roberina.
Yeah, thank you
Yes,
so
thank you,
much.
Prof. Thank you for
you,
everything you
Prof.
already give us
Yeah.
information.
So I hope to see you soon. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you.
Okay.
See
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay.
Thank you,
Okay. So
Prof.
I leave.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
I will leave the meeting, huh? Okay.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
yes, yes. Bye. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Okay. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you, bro.
Ya, terima kasih Bapak-bapak. Tadi adalah pembukaan ya, perkenalan. Ini saya melihat semuanya hadir nih. Saya sangat terima kasih. Tadi pesan dari Prof. Felina supaya jangan absen ya. Tiap hari Senin mulainya 5:30 sampai 5:30. Nah, tadi beliau ada kesibukan. Saya minta tetap harus hadir ya, karena ini kan pembukaan, sehingga beliau hadir hampir 1 jam lebih ya, 1 jam lebih 1/4. Bapak-bapak, ibu-ibu, hari ini memang hari istimewa ya, karena tanggal 31 ini pertama kita telah tembus ya, tembus pecah telur ini, karena kemarin dulu pertama kali saya pengen grup ini atau program doktor ini hanya dibatasi 10, tapi ternyata peminatnya sangat banyak. Sampai hari ini ada 21. Ini terpaksa kami tutup ya, karena sangat susah sekali kalau kelasnya itu lebih dari 20. Tadi sudah 20, tapi ada yang kelewatan 1 itu, akhirnya saya masukkan 21. Jadi ini sudah fix ini betul-betul angkatan yang sangat hebat sekali. Sebagian besar tetap DBA ya, tapi ada nursing ya, nomor 1 DBA, nomor 2 nursing, nomor 3 education. Jadi tim yang sangat solid ya. Jadi nanti dosennya juga ada yang dari nursing, ada yang dari education. Cuma ini pertama kali semester ini mata kuliahnya mata kuliah metodologi, jadi langsung dipimpin oleh Profesor Felina dan saya. Karena saya adalah pembimbing. Tadi ada yang bertanya pembimbingnya mulai kapan? Mulai sekarang. Jadi saudara semua ini pembimbingnya Profesor Felina, dan kalau yang dari education nanti dari education, kalau yang dari nursing nanti pembimbingnya dari nursing, tapi pembimbing utamanya tetap Prof. Felina, karena untuk metodologi itu beliau yang menguasai. Kemarin ada yang diluluskan doktor di bidang social development. Sudah lulus itu orangnya itu. Tapi oleh Profesor Felina dianulir. Kamu disertasi kok kayak gitu. Padahal sudah lulus, akhirnya tidak diluluskan. Jadi pengambil keputusan itu tetap rektor ya, tetap Profesor Felina, karena akreditasi DBA ya, semuanya itu oleh pemerintah Indonesia diakreditasi. Yang dari PWU ya, itu semuanya diakreditasi atau disetarakan. Kalau disetarakan itu tidak ada level A, B, C, D, itu enggak ada. Jadi tapi kalau di Filipina sana levelnya itu level 1, level 4 itu sama dengan akreditasi A ya, unggul. Jadi kita berada pada universitas yang memiliki akreditasi unggul. Unggul itu seperti UI, UGM itu unggul. Ya, jadi tidak banyak ya universitas di Indonesia yang akreditasinya unggul. Jadi kalau saudara ditanya PWU akreditasinya apa, jawabnya unggul atau A, level 4 kalau di sana. Bapak-bapak, ibu-ibu, hari ini saya ingin menunjukkan pada saudara, tadi saya sudah memberikan bahan ya, saudara, bahan kuliah. Bahan kuliah itu mengenai marketing yang saya gabungkan dengan namanya applied ya, applied marketing. Applied marketing kita itu bisa kita lihat di sini ya, bisa kita lihat di sini. Ini masih ada waktu sekitar 1 jam kali ya. Ini kalau boleh saya akan masuk ke dalam grup kita. Jadi grup kita ini sudah namanya Dokter PWU, saudara. Ini kalau saudara lihat anggotanya grup kita ini ya, ini sudah ada lebih dari 20 karena ada angkatan 1 supaya, dan ada dokter-dokter yang ikut menghadiri di sini ya. Hari ini ada Dokter Ana. Kemudian ini ada Ibu Han, Ibu Sri angkatan pertama. Kemudian ini ada Profesor Felina sudah masuk grup kita. Kemudian angkatan pertama yang lain namanya Pak Vivi Hanafiah. Ini ada Pak Ilham ini, Pak Ilham ini ikut program kita, mungkin hari ini enggak hadir. Yang lain adalah saudara, ini Pak Korbandi, Kosbandi, ini angkatan pertama, Pak Kuat angkatan pertama sudah doktor. Dan ini ada satu profesor ini yang hari ini hadir, Profesor Andi M. Sadat ini dari Universitas Negeri Jakarta. Ini juga akan membimbing kita bersama. Ibu Nur Hayati. Kemudian ini ada Sahrul Alim, ini angkatan 1. Ini Pak As'ad, ini angkatan 3. Bu Seska angkatan 3, Pak Samsul Bahri angkatan 3, Pak Triasti angkatan 3, Bu Wawan angkatan Pak Wawan angkatan 3, Pak Zulfikar ini tadi hampir ketinggalan. Pak Zulfikar angkatan 3. Mungkin kalau ada yang belum masuk sini tolong dimasukkan ya. Ini yang pertama yang ingin saya jelaskan kepada saudara bahwa grup kita sudah aktif dan 24 jam sehari saudara boleh untuk take action. Nah, kemudian pada hari ini ada kelasnya. Saya kira tadi sudah saya berikan pada saudara, namanya Sampling Design and Applied Marketing Research. Sebagian besar dari sumber yang saya berikan pada saudara itu berasal dari aplikasi yang saudara harus bisa mendownload ya. Aplikasinya itu, nama aplikasinya ini saya ulang ya. Nama aplikasinya adalah hampir lupa saya. SlideShare. Jadi saudara kalau mau beli ya sebetulnya gratis ini. Jadi pertama kali saudara harus melihat Play Store ya. Kemudian di Play Store itu saudara harus mencari yang namanya SlideShare ya. Kemudian SlideShare saudara buka begitu. Ya, saudara buka, kemudian saudara akan mengetahui banyak sekali daftar. Saudara tinggal menulis saja misalnya applied marketing. Nah, applied marketing ini sangat banyak sekali ya. Saudara tentu saja tidak akan selesai membaca dalam sehari. Ini akan kita cari yang sangat cocok dengan kita, yaitu sampling applied marketing research and introduction misalnya. Ini ada 13 halaman, jadi tujuan daripada kita mempelajari marketing adalah ini disampaikan. Ini yang pertama dan yang utama adalah marketing mix. Marketing mix itu ada 4 ya, price, product, place, dan promotion. Kemudian sifat daripada marketing ini sudah jelas bahwa marketing itu tidak lepas daripada price, product, place, dan promotion. Ini price, product, place, dan promotion itu diulang-ulang karena bicara price itu sendiri itu ada 3 semester ya. Namanya Theory of Pricing. Kemudian kita kaitkan karena ini applied marketing ya, kita applied-nya ada di mana? Ada di riset. Jadi marketing kalau teori saja saya kira tidak ada artinya, kecuali kalau marketing itu dikawinkan. Jadi hobi kita sekarang mengawin-ngawinkan ilmu ya, marketing dengan komunikasi misalnya. Saudara kalau ada punya teknologi informasi ya nanti marketing dikawinkan dengan teknologi informasi menjadi satu produk namanya disertasi. Jadi disertasi itu sebetulnya tidak lain daripada perkawinan ilmu. Mengawinkan ilmu, 2 ilmu menjadi satu ya, yang kita sebut novelty. Jadi novelty atau kebaruan ya. Kebaruan itu sebetulnya merupakan perkawinan dari dua bidang ilmu. Makanya kalau saudara punya ilmu ya, misalnya ilmu saudara mengenai pariwisata ya, pariwisata dikawinkan dengan pemasaran, namanya pemasaran pariwisata. Jadi perkawinan itu namanya sekarang itu tesis, ya, hipotesis, tesis dan sintesis. Jadi aplikasi yang akan kita kembangkan ini produk utamanya nanti adalah disertasi saudara. Jadi disertasi saudara itu nanti bisa teorinya bisa marketing. Kebetulan semester 1 ini yang diajarkan yang marketing, maka menurut saya saudara harus bisa membuat teori jumlahnya 30 jurnal mengenai pemasaran ya. Itu kemudian saudara ringkas. Kemudian ada satu lagi yaitu strategi manajemen. Jadi tugas saudara untuk semester 1 ini mengumpulkan teori 30 untuk manajemen strategi dan 30 untuk marketing. Ya, sekali lagi output atau produk dari kuliah kita hari ini atau semester ini adalah membuat resume ya. Mungkin sekitar 2 halaman satu artikel itu 2 halaman. Jadi kalau 30 halaman 30 kali 2 adalah 60 halaman. Itu spasinya 1,5 spasi. Kemudian hurufnya itu 12. Kemudian memakai tipe apa? Itu Arial. Jadi tipe hurufnya Arial. Ya, kemudian ukuran hurufnya itu 12 poin. Kemudian memakai A4. Jenis kertasnya itu A4. Ditulis satu judul baru begitu, kemudian ditulis autornya siapa, ya, penulisnya siapa. Kemudian saudara mulai dengan isi daripada artikel itu apa, ya, tujuan artikelnya itu apa, kemudian hipotesisnya apa, ya, pengujiannya apa, metodologinya apa, terus kritiknya saudara terhadap artikel itu apa. Saudara, pada konsep-konsep applied research ini ada beberapa hal yang perlu kita berikan pada saudara mengenai marketing. Jadi marketing itu prinsipnya ada 4 poin. Yang pertama adalah mengenai lingkungan pemasaran. Ya. Lingkungan pemasaran itu terkait dengan pertama pembeli, kedua penjual, ketiga pasar, yang keempat adalah distribusi. Jadi itu namanya lingkungan. Yang kedua adalah strategi. Strategi pemasaran itu ada 3 ya, yang namanya. Yang pertama adalah segmentasi, yang kedua targeting, yang ketiga positioning. Nah, itu kemudian dikawinkan. Ini ada apa yang disebut applied research types. Jadi pertama lingkungan, yang kedua strategi, yang ketiga taktik. Tadi sudah saya sebutkan bahwa taktik yang tradisional dalam pemasaran itu hanya ada 4, yaitu price, product, place, dan promotion. Disebut bauran pemasaran. So in the research of the marketing research, we should know that the point of the marketing research is conducted research based on the marketing. The first is you should know the theory of marketing. The theory of marketing based on the problem of marketing, you can get it from the theoretical framework. So the dissertation, the first effort to study or to make or to build the theory is you should read first 30 journals, and then you go to the chapter 2. Chapter 2 of the dissertation is theoretical framework. Something like this. This is the model of marketing. So your dissertation will be result the model, something like this. The model of marketing, which is consists of 4 matrix, 2 times 2 matrix. 2 times 2 matrix and the dissertation coming from the first is in the Likert, Likert scale Likert. First means very low, 2 is low, 3 is high, 4 is very high, something like this. And then you can put it in the 2 times 2 matrix. And then you develop the understanding and the historical of the marketing. You just stated it, not all of this, just you give the explanation who is the author of the marketing. The best author of the marketing name is Philip Kotler. The second is the Michael Porter. So in terms of theory, you can citate the Philip Kotler and Michael Porter. This is to guru, to guru in marketing. You can put it in the chapter 2 of your dissertation. So the application or the applied marketing is, in fact, the first is the value, the marketing environment. The second is strategic marketing. The third is the tactic marketing. The fourth is the value of marketing. The value of marketing is the value and the process, the process of marketing, and then after that is the value of the branding in the marketing, and the third is we call it is in the future of the marketing. This is applied marketing. So please again, you come to the applications. We call it this application. You can go in first time. I think you should know first, yeah, but about the slide share, After that, if you go to the slide share, just you open this and then you can see this. This is the best reader of the. It is about the digital of marketing, and then again, it is we have 1,000, so you should try to choose, for example, applied marketing, and then from the applied marketing you can find many topics, many topics. You can find it in the topic that you are very interested in these topics. For example, marketing look at within the growth share matrix. So we have the theory of the growth share matrix. We call it BCG, Boston Consulting Group. The Boston Consulting Group is the comparison between the growth of marketing and the market share of marketing. If your business have the very high profit and the very high growth, you come to the strategic. We call it star strategic. If your market share is very high but the profit is very low, you go to the co strategic of co. So this is about the Boston Consulting Group. You can use it for your dissertation also, because it is very famous model of the marketing. The name is Boston Consulting Group. If your business is a very low market share and with very low profit, very low growth, the strategic is dog strategic. Dog strategic. These are product with a low share and low growth market. they do not grow generic cash, jadi they do not have money, but they have to still do the business because of the strategic is dependent, not attacking. So you should choose whether you will have attacking strategic or defending strategic. It is depend on the situation of your company. If your company have a high profitability and high market share, the strategic is start attacking. But if your strategic is very low, everything is low, your strategic name is dog strategic. But if your growth is very high, but the market share is very low, so the strategic is question mark. But if the market share is very high, but the profitability is very low, the strategic name is co-strategic. Yeah. And this is, we call it the Boston Consulting Group. You see that many theory, you can choose what is interest. And the first is, which is give you the novelty. Novelty means the newest. So we call it in Indonesia kebaruan. The dissertation must have the something new. It means that the novelty must be high. You can find 2 or 3 novelty in your dissertation. So friends, today we try to study all about marketing, especially marketing who can be translated into the implementation of marketing. We call it applied marketing. We call it applied marketing, applied marketing analytic. Again, about the marketing of one business, we call it, the business name is Sherpa. For example, you will make a dissertation about four company. So you should know one by one. For example, Sherpa is established 13 years ago, independent research and publishing organization. And then from 2008 up to 2012, they have 33,000 company and marketers, something like that. And then you give another story about your company. So the dissertation in PWU is at least the first the company. The company is about 4 or 5, and the industry is about 4 or 5 industry. And then the respondent must be about 360. So the difference between thesis and dissertation, the dissertation is the company must be not only one. If you write the thesis, the thesis must only content of one company. For example, a study of marketing strategy in Gojek. But in the doctor, it is not enough. You should compare your product and your business and your company into 4 or 5 company, not only one. And then you can find the first and the only one you have to do is only making the chapter 2. So the first is chapter 2. You cannot start from chapter 1 and then chapter 2 and then chapter 3. you can start with the chapter 3 and then 20, and then chapter 2 and then chapter 1. You should start from chapter 2. The chapter 2 name is the theoretical framework. So you start everything from the theory, deductive analysis. If your background is technology, so you can make a dissertation about technology application and marketing. How to apply technology into marketing. So you should start with this study. You should give the variable. Your variable must consist of innovation technology. The first you have to do is you have to start with the variable VDPI. First is variable. The second is dimension. This is the variable is innovative technology. And then after you mention the innovative technology as the variable, as X variable. So in the dissertation, there are 3 variables. The first variable is X, the second is Y, and then the third is Z, Z. And then the dimension, something like this, there are 5 dimensions. I think no need to make all of the dimension. The first dimension is interaction anything. The second dimension is display innovation. The third is identification and detection technology. The fourth is location-based technology. The first augmented reality. Only 5 only. The other no need to use. So you should choose not all of the dimension of the variable, because if too many it is not good, but if it is only 1 or 2 it is also not good. So you should make it about 4 or 5 dimension, and then from 1 dimension, for example innovative technology, you can get another, we call it indicator. Indicator is something like this. Connect technology, leap motion, interactive pop-up. So 1 variable consists of 5 dimension. 1 dimension consists of about 5 indicator. 1 indicator consists of about 5 questionnaire. So your dissertation will consist of about 100, about 1, not 100, 5, 10 times 50, about 50 question, something like that. And then up to finish, then you already have the context of the dissertation. All of the theory already come, and then after theory you will give the explanation about the dimension of the variable, and then the second is the indicator, and the third is about the questionnaire. When you already have the questionnaire, you should go to the village, go to the respondent. You should go to the respondent. After you go to the respondent, then you make a questionnaire, and then you should make a table. If you already have the table and the result, then it is already finished. I think it is very simple, very simple. Okay, so far, thank you. Thank you for your attention. Maybe any question from you? Please ask a question, Mr. Samsul Bahri. Do you have any question?
Not yet, Prof.
Okay.
I have
So,
no question. Yeah.
it is important for you again and again that the output of our program is two. The first is dissertation, the second is article in the international journal. Professor Felina said that only one article, but it is for the doctor program. But if you will go to the professor, after you doctor, you have to go to your professor if you are a lecturer. You have four. You have to write four for journals and Scopus. So the number of article is 4, not only one. The one is the requirement for your dissertation, for your doctor. But if you go to the professor, you should write an article in the Scopus journal about four article. So please right now you should preparing to write the 4 journals, and you are the first writer, not the second writer. And the Scopus journal must be Q1 or Q2. Yeah, this is the requirement. So please active in our group, because in our group there are many doctor, including Dr. Andi. Good afternoon, Prof. Andi. I think Prof. Andi still in here. Professor Andi already go home. Pak Andi ada di sini. Tadi ada ya. Sekarang sudah. Any question, Pak Urba, Ibu Nurhayati, Pak Jeffrey dari Papua, Pak Hendri, Pak Eko Riwayati. Selamat sore, Pak Eko Riwayati. Pak Abil Rudi dari Pontianak. Oke, silahkan Pak Ardi Hendar Karmandika. Silahkan Pak.
Okay, Prof. I want to ask something, Prof.
Okay.
We must publish one article. Sorry. We have mass resume of content of 60.
Yes.
And then from the article, could you repeat? We have to make a 60 halaman about the article. So we have 30 article to review, right, Prof?
60 is the strategic management coming from Professor Felina. Professor Felina asked you to write the resume 30 articles, and I am as the lecturer of marketing. I ask you another 30 of articles, and then another is up to you. You can choose. For example, your background is about technology. Then you should write another 30. So altogether 90. Okay. If you already have this 90, you can go to the examinations, and Professor Felina will examine you. And then if you pass these examinations, mean that you already become the candidate doctor. Your name can be doctor, and then in the brackets C. C means candidate. So if you already pass this, and then you pass another exam, we call it a proposal exam. So if you already write 90 article and then you define it, you already become the candidate doctor. It is the name of this examination is a comprehensive exam. So comprehensive exam is the comprehensive of 90 articles. After you become comprehensive exam finish, you already become a doctor candidate. So your title in front of your name, doctor, and then in the brackets C, doctor candidate, and then your name. So you are already proud. But after that, you should make chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. I just suggest you that you should start chapter 2 first, and then chapter 1 and chapter 3, and then you go to the Professor Felina to arrange the examinations of proposal dissertation. After that, you can go another time to Professor Felina to ask the final defense of your dissertation. I think you can take it within 1 year. So next year, I think if you are very serious, you already become a doctor. I say like this because some of including me is already become a doctor within a year. Okay, thank you.
Any limitation for the requirement of the article, Professor? Maybe it must have international publication, of it must in English or anything else.
Yes, you can write in English. In English, you can go to the Sinta 1, Sinta 2, Scopus 1, Scopus 2. In English, about 10 up to 15 pages. One article is about 9,000 words. 9,000 words is about 10 up to 15. But the difference between dissertation and article, the dissertation is only one space, only satu spasi, only one space. If dissertation, it is 2 space, 2 spasi. Jadi renggang-renggang begitu ya. So it is better you should write the dissertation first. After dissertation, one dissertation is about 200 pages. 200 pages, you can make it about 10 articles. For example, my dissertation about strategic management based on Pancasila. I already make about 10 articles. I send it, and some of them already go to the Scopus. Yeah. So every time, every minute, you should right now you should say that you are already a doctor, because if you are thinking only, you will not become a doctor. But if you starting writing, then 1 year from now, you will really become a doctor. That is what Professor Felina said this afternoon. My friend, Mr. Trihasti, how are you, Mr. Trihasti? Pak Trihasti ini punya data banyak ya mengenai Bulog, beliau dari Bulog. Ya. Selamat sore Pak Trihasti. Ini nanti bisa membantu kita untuk kalau Anda butuh data-data mengenai pertanian. Mungkin yang lain juga saya sambil berjalan kita akan tahu background Bapak. Kalau dokter, jadi salah satu mahasiswa kita itu dokter ya, Dokter Sarjana Orba Manulang. Beliau sudah dokter tapi sekolah lagi. Selamat sore Pak Orba. Mungkin ada lagi di antara Pak Jeffrey Yulianto ini juga sudah dokter. Selamat sore Pak Jeffrey. Jadi orang-orang yang
selamat sore Prof.
Sekolah
Mohon
lagi.
maaf tadi lagi di kendaraan Prof.
Oh ya nih Pak Jeffrey ini malah mau ngambil dokter hukum bersamaan juga boleh. Sangat menyenangkan sekolah kita ini. Jadi bedanya sekolah dokter dengan sekolah bukan dokter. Kalau dokter itu segala pemikiran Anda itu dihargai, dihormati dan bisa menjadi kriteria atau identitas saudara. Jadi saudara mengambil apa ya? Seperti saya, disertasi saya mengenai ekonomi Pancasila ya, saya sekarang berhak menyandang gelar ahli ya, pakar ekonomi Pancasila karena disertasi saya mengenai ekonomi Pancasila. Ya kurang lebih seperti itu. Kalau saudara mau ngambil pariwisata ya, saudara nanti dokternya ya dokter pariwisata. Makanya mulai sekarang disiapkan saudara mau jadi dokter apa gitu. Kan nggak mungkin dokter itu dokter saya semua bidang kan nggak mungkin. Pasti ditanya ya spesifikasinya dokter Anda itu di mana. Kalau nursing apa? Nursing kan banyak. Ya, kalau pendidikan apa? Jadi saudara saya minta mulai sekarang memantapkan diri Anda ya, mencari satu bidang yang saudara tekuni sebagai linearitas saudara. Jadi nanti penulisan saudara ya misalnya saudara menulis 3 atau 4 artikel di Scopus tentang supply side ya, atau supply chain management, maka saudara akan menjadi dokter di bidang supply chain management. Ya. Kalau marketing kan masih terlalu luas ya. Saudara kalau disertasinya mengenai digital marketing ya, maka nanti saudara akan disebut dokter di bidang digital marketing. Itu paling laris itu. Jadi saya sarankan saudara mulai sekarang menguasai apa yang disebut digital marketing. Bila perlu dokter Anda nanti di bidang digital marketing. Karena pasti banyak sekali proyek-proyek pemerintah yang akan diberikan saudara, karena saudara adalah dokter di bidang digital marketing. Mohon saudara membuat topiknya apa, kemudian kita kumpulkan begitu, langsung kita diskusikan minggu depan. Jadi minggu depan topiknya adalah mengenai topik ya, topik disertasi yang saudara buat, kemudian saya akan memberikan arahan-arahan pada saudara ya, misalnya teorinya apa, terus risetnya apa. Jadi demikian Bapak-Bapak, sudah jam 17.20, mungkin masih ada beberapa menit lagi, silahkan kalau ada pertanyaan. Pak Samsul Bahri silahkan, ini beliau sedang punya 2 dokter juga ini. Doctor of Business Administration dan Doctor of Education. Silahkan Pak Samsul Bahri.
Makasih Prof. Ya, salam kenal teman-teman. Dari saya untuk awal ini belum ada deh Prof.
Iya,
Namanya
iya.
juga perkenalan, introduction ya. Cuman ya kebetulan di sini kan udah ada yang dokter-dokter semua ya. Mohon bimbingan
Ya,
aja.
ada beberapa yang sudah dokter. Ini tadi yang menjadi tuan rumahnya ini namanya Dokter Ana. Ini sudah pulang kali. Ya, sudah pulang nih. Jadi ada 2 dokter tadi itu saya lihat, Dokter Andi sama Dokter Ana. Dua-duanya sudah pulang ya. Karena banyak urusan juga beliau. Di sini ada Saudara Vankar, kemarin salah nulis saya, nulisnya Vankar Umar, ternyata namanya bukan Vankar Umar, sudah saya perbaiki ya, tapi Umran. Selamat sore Saudara Vankar Umran, ini nanti saya akan ketemu beliau nih. Kita
sore,
akan
Prof. Bambang.
Ya, terima
Mohon
kasih.
maaf, baru saja bergabung, makasih.
Ya, ini sebentar lagi kita ketemu lagi nih ya Pak ya.
Insya Allah jam 7 Pak ya.
Jam 7 nih. Oke, kalau memang nggak ada pertanyaan, kita perkenalan ya hari ini. Saya mohon agar tim 20 ini akan sangat solid ya, sehingga tahun depan sudah dokter semua. Nah, ini harapan kami. Harapan
Amin.
Profesor Pelina, saudara jangan dokternya jangan 3, 4, 5 tahun lah. Cukup 2 tahun maksimal. Ya.
Amin, amin.
Kemudian kalau 5 tahun, saudara sudah profesor 5 tahun lagi.
Amin.
Amin ya. Terima kasih. Ini Pak Iksan, ada Pak Apil, Pak Ardi. Ini Pak Ardi, ini Hendra Karmandiko.
Ya, Prof.
Ya, selamat sore. Saya sangat senang sekali kalau kita saling mendukung, saling menunjang, saling berbagi data, saling berbagi ilmu sesama kita, karena sukses dari angkatan kedua itu kemarin itu sangat sukses sekali. Itu dapat pujian itu. Angkatan 2 itu yang tadi diceritakan, datang ke sana langsung ngurus visa ya kan, ikut kuliah, terus nulis disertasi. Jadi selama sebulan itu disertasi mereka itu rampung selama di Filipina. Tapi ya itu ada tugas masak, itu yang pintar masak cuma 2 orang itu. Cuma Pak Karim sama Bu Indah saja, yang lain bantu apa begitu ya. Jadi seperti tadi saya sebutkan ya, kalau niat itu bikin disertasi 1 bulan itu bisa selesai. Buktinya angkatan kedua ini lulus semua itu kemarin. Saya juga terkagum-kagum juga. Dulunya kita skeptis apa bisa itu 1 bulan menyelesaikan disertasi. Ternyata selesai. Bahkan yang satu summa cum laude itu. Tidak, disertasinya itu tidak ada perbaikan sama sekali. Langsung lulus 100%. Namanya Pak Yuan Badrianto dari Universitas Pelita Bangsa. Ya, jadi saya sangat mendukung teman-teman ini untuk selalu optimis ya dalam menyelesaikan program doktor ini. Pokoknya setahun sudah selesai, sudah kandidat lah. 2 tahun sudah dokter penuh.
Insya Allah.
Ya, oke, terima kasih. Kalau nggak ada pertanyaan, kita tutup saja ya, karena setiap Senin itu jam 3:30 sampai 5:30 ya saudara. Supaya diingat-ingat 3:30 sampai 5:30 dan jangan sampai absen. Tadi pesannya Prof. Elina begitu. Jangan sampai absen karena Prof. Elina berjanji akan selalu datang tiap Senin. Mungkin beliau 1 jam, saya 1 jam gitu. Jadi beliau tadi kan sudah 1 jam, terus saya ganti. Jadi setiap Senin yang ngajar 2 ya, saya dan Prof. Elina. Tapi kalau Prof. Elina sibuk ya mungkin nanti akan dicariin pengganti. Oke, demikian saudara, saya sangat terima kasih sekali atas semua usaha saudara. Ini Zoom kita ini bukan punya saya ya, tapi saya diserai untuk menjadi host ini sore ini. Jadi saya mengucapkan terima kasih atas perhatian saudara. Apabila ada kesalahan mohon dimaafkan. Ini yang mengabsen saya tugasi ini Pak Samsul Bahri ya, karena ternyata absen
Siap,
juga
Prof.
ditanyakan. Ya, siap. Sama Pak Muhammad Asis, ini asisten saya. Beliau juga ikut kuliah ini. Oke, terima kasih Pak Panka.
Terima kasih Prof. Terima kasih yang lainnya.
Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank
See
you,
you live, Prof.
Prof.
Terima kasih, Prof.
Ya, terima kasih. Salam.
Jangan lupa
Salam.
di-share, Prof, rekamannya, Prof ya.
Oh ya, siap.